Alright, that's close enough. 18 seconds is close enough. Or whatever it was at. Alright. So, hi everybody, this is GeoWill from Laughing Man Productions². Tonight's going to be an interesting night. Already screwing up stuff. Just started. Tonight we're going to do a little bit more discussion on Final Fantasy VII Remake. And then we're going to jump into Furi, and then from there go to Kerbal Space Program. So, just kind of get into it. I was watching Maximilian Dude's stream last night. And it's kind of interesting. He actually got to there was actually two versions of the demo for the remake at E3. There's one that's open to the public, and then there's another one that was held behind closed doors, if you will. And it's held behind closed doors. It seemed to be like for media and some select other people only. He managed to get into one of these, and they only did like a few of them every day, it seems. But it's like a really they took you into like this room, conference room with some of the developers. I think Katase-san was there as well as some of the other guys. And they kind of went and walked you through the entire bombing run. Not just the part you got to see at E3, in the demo at E3, but the actual entire bombing run. And apparently it must have been a much newer version of it, or at least a somewhat newer version, because Max said that it was like polished to hell and back. Played a lot better than, it was frame locked for one. I was running on a PS4 Pro. It was frame locked at 30 frames a second, but it played very smoothly, probably because of that. And he said it was just mind-blowing how good it was. He said his literal words were, unless you were there and saw what they showed us, you would think that, he says that unless the person's there that you're describing this stuff to, and they actually have seen this thing, you sound like a crazy person, because, everybody thinks that it can't exceed, or it can't be as good as, or even exceed the original in terms of like the actual story. And I think this is the largest thing that people are worried about. I know people are worried about the battle, or system. They're worried about the breaking up of the game into parts, and they're worried about a whole bunch of other things. But I think the main thing people are worried about is the story and how they're going to change it. And from what Max was saying was what I understood from it was that it seems like a lot of the story is intact, and if maybe even completely still there, but it's been like really fleshed out. Like, for example, he gave us an example of this moment where after you get off the train, or it's after either when you get off the train or sometime before you go into the reactor, there's this moment where you can talk to Jessie instead of going in. And if you do that, she says something to the effect of, well, bless your heart, but you should go down and blow the reactor's mind, or something like that, and blow her mind. Go down to the reactor and blow her mind, or something like that. It seems like they're just going in and they're just thinking about this. It is the way that I think that they're going with the secondary characters with Wigs. God, now I'm doing it with Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse. It's going to be so hard to watch them get crushed by the plate when that scene happens. God. But yeah, so it seems like they're going through. They're just like fleshing the hell out of everything, basically. He said that the actual boss fight against Guard Scorpion is like a 15-minute boss fight now. It's literally like a Dark Souls length boss fight. And it pretty much executes the way we saw it on in the demo, the boss demo thing they showed actually during the presentation. It has basically three main phases. The first phase, the second one where it has that shield thing, and then the third one where it's just, and towards the end when it starts having that auto repair thing come out. However, he did say that the music that plays in the actual version that he saw is different than the music that they've showed both in the demo on the floor at E3 and in the demo, not the demo, but the gameplay highlight reel from the E3 presentation. There's actually, I think it's he said that Fumatsu has a video on YouTube somewhere that has the actual music from that battle in it somehow. he also said that one thing that stood out to him was the music was just insane. There's this theme that plays. It's one of the Shinra themes that plays. It's like one of the darker ones. I forget exactly what it's called now, but he said that the version of it in the game is so much darker and so much more sinister. That's what I like to hear, because he can do a lot of things in games and TV shows and movies in general. Music is the one thing that can really frack things up pretty easily. So I like to know that they're sticking with the original soundtrack in terms of like the themes and whatnot that are there, and they're just getting it orchestrated and maybe amping up certain aspects of it that lend themselves more to the scenes. One thing I'm looking forward to the most, what's it called? Shoot the Dream into Space or something like that. It's basically Sid's theme. Actually, I think I can, let me, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. I actually found a remix version of it in this, and it's basically, this is my favorite song from FF7. My favorite theme, because it kind of, I don't know, it just has that kind of wondrous quality to it, inspirational quality to it. Now, where the hell are you? I got too many things in here. Oh, there it is. There we go. I'll just let it play for a bit. This is just a reference to it. This isn't what actually is in there, but if it's anything like close to this, I'll be happy about it. It's basically the theme that goes when you're actually launching the rocket from Rocket Town to space. In the original, that's what this theme is. I am dying to hear what this sounds like in the remake, because I think it's gonna be epic as all hell. Yeah, so you kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about now. I'm looking forward to hearing that song the most in the remake. But yeah, so he said the music is really awesome. One thing he mentioned is that Cloud is still a dork, and so he still has that dorkiness to him from the original. There's this one part where where you saw some guards come at him, and they were like shouting at Cloud, like, do you realize how much trouble you're in? You're gonna die or something like that. And Cloud basically says, "Hey, that's my line." Pulls his sword out, and this camera does this weird 3 kind of motion thing, and then he fight them. So it really seems like they understand that a lot of us want them to try and stick as close to the original as possible, which is a very good thing. One other thing he said on his stream last night was that, which actually was kind of interesting, because he got really emotional about it, because he's directly involved with it. But he was talking to Katase-san, I think, and they were talking about all the React channels and things like that for the original announcement, and how whenever the development team felt like they were stuck in a rut, or where things were particularly bad or something like that, he would go and put on all these React videos of people reacting to the original announcement of the remake in 2015. And it would just kind of reinvigorate the team and make them want to strive to push through it and get what they need to get done. So I thought that was a really interesting anecdote. And I mean, it's just another data point, if you will, that the people making the remake are people that were fans of the original game. So as far as I'm concerned, I have a lot of trust in that. If you're a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII, you don't want to frack this up. So it should be interesting to see what happens. What else did he mention about it? He went through and kind of the bombing run in the original FF7 and kind of mentioned where things were different. Like for example, when you get off the train and you go down, you fight the guards, and then you kind of go into that doorway and you appear up above the train and go towards the reactor. Now instead of doing that, when you actually go into that door, which supposedly goes to a train station, you actually go into a train station. Now you don't actually automatically go up there. You actually travel through this train station and end up there in 5 or 6 minutes or something. So they're really expanding upon what was in the original game, and adding in a lot of stuff, which I think is good, because as much as people would like a 1-to-1 remake with just enhanced graphics, look at what's happening with Link's Awakening. It's pretty much 1-to-1. The only thing they've really changed is the map system, and because of that change, it runs like crap, basically. Dialogue is the same, gameplay is the same, the dungeons are the same, nothing's really changed. The only difference is that the map is no longer grid-based. It's basically the camera is locked on the center of the screen and follows Link around, and everything loads in around him automatically. So off-screen there's stuff loading in. And because of that, at certain places you can see in areas of the map you shouldn't, and it also is really negatively impacts the frame rate too. Some people have been giving it a lot of crap for that, and I think justifiably so. 1-to-1 remakes almost are never a good idea, unless it was like super popular and you like literally make it 1-to-1, don't change anything. Even then, sometimes those fail. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it. Trying to think of what else he mentioned. The enemies are a lot more. Yes, he was saying that like in Final Fantasy games in general, even 15, though 15 was a little less this than the others are. The characters kind of feel a little. They feel like they don't have personalities insofar as, you have the scripted sequences and things, like when you're in battle and when you're just out in the map or doing other things. It doesn't feel like you're controlling a character so much as an avatar. In the remake, he was saying that when you're walking through places, even just walking through the map, Barrett says stuff, or Jesse says some things, or Cloud says something, and Barrett reacts to it. It really feels alive, if you will. Even the enemies, like that one mentioned with the thing with Cloud, enemies will say just stuff while they're coming at you while you're fighting. They'll like taunt you. They'll like try and get you flustered or whatnot, and screw up and whatnot. So it really sounds interesting. It really sucks that they kept that version of the demo behind, closed from the public. So I think that probably would have done. I mean, I get it. It's a much longer demo. The one they had on the floor was like a 15-minute demo. This one, I think Max said, was like 30, 45 minutes or something. Well, I guess that's with them also talking about various things. I'll put a pin on that note because I just remembered something else. So what I'm hoping is that they do is that they release that version of the demo sometime before launch on PSN. They did something similar with the original Final Fantasy VII, where they released the first, the bombing run as a demo. Obviously, PSN didn't exist back then. It was on a disc, demo disc, but same thing applies. It'd be interesting to see them do that. One thing Max said is that what he felt at E3 this year was almost like what people described in 1997 when 7 originally came out. Just the sense of the hype and the fangasming, I guess you could say, over the game. So I think it'd be a really nice bookend for them to release the bombing run of the remake on PSN. But we'll see what happens. So the pin. He went. I don't know if it was Kitase or one of the other developers that was there. Max went up to one of them and asked them about one thing he saw specifically, which was while he was playing it, he did, like I mentioned, where there might be a combo system involved on the original breakdown, where you see that point where in the gameplay demo where during the presentation where they use Cloud's Braver attack and then switch over to Barrett to use his focused shot. Max said something that said that he saw something when he was doing something similar to that, maybe not that exactly, but while he was while he was playing the demo, he had used Cloud and then switched over to Barrett right away and used an attack at the same time, and he noticed that there was extra damage. So I went up to this developer and asked him, "Is there some sort of combo system?" And the guy said basically didn't confirm or basically he said I will not confirm or deny it. So I think we're going to learn a lot more. We're going to learn this battle system is so much deeper than we think. Or at least than what we've seen so far. There's also things they haven't even haven't shown us yet, like how materia is going to work. Because there's like no menus for it anywhere in the demos. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with all that. I'm gonna make a guesstimate and say that we'll probably get more on the gameplay sometime between maybe mid October to late November, somewhere in that time frame. We'll probably learn some more, and or we'll have learned it then, and then we'll get some information as far as Nanaki is concerned. Red 13. So yeah, I think we still got quite a bit of stuff they're going to be showing off that we don't even freaking know about yet. It's going to be really, really cool. Somebody else, who was it? It wasn't Max, it was somebody on YouTube. Was mentioning that they're wondering if thinking back to Final Fantasy 15 and how you move around in that map, in that world, they're wondering if that bike chase scene we see Jesse and Cloud going through after they escape from the reactor, said they're wondering if you can actually use the bike to like travel to different parts of Midgar. I was thinking about that, and that would be interesting. I don't know if that's going to happen though, but it'd be interesting to see that happen because you'd be able to literally go anywhere at that point. I mean, not anywhere, but go to places that you can go to. Actually go there instead of just like picking a place and just ending up there, actually traveling there like in Final Fantasy 15. It would make sense that that's how that would work. That's kind of how it was in 13 too. As well, you had to actually go places. And it just seems 15 took that and ran with it to a whole nother level. So I think we're going to see something similar to that with 7. Not only in the first game, but also the second part. But yeah, I'm hyped as all hell for what's from what I've seen. Even more so than it was when I saw the State of Play trailer. Which I didn't think possible. I thought, when I first heard about the remake, I was like, oh, okay, cool, awesome. They're actually going to do it. And then just radio silence for a long time, and then I kind of almost forgot about it. I kind of remembered that it was happening. Then we had the trailers and whatnot. Then I recalled it again, and then I was like, okay, let's see what's going on. And then they had the stuff this year, and the State of Play trailer, I was like, okay, it looks interesting. They've really polished it up from what it was before. And then the friggin' E3 trailer is just like, it just kind of dawned on me that they're actually possibly going to pull this thing off. And they might actually exceed the expectations of a lot of people, which I think is insane because that almost never happens in game development. You must never exceed expectations. I'm trying to remember a game that I last played, or I've even heard of, that exceeded expectations of fans, and I really have a hard time thinking of one. Maybe Mass Effect 2, maybe, possibly. I think that's like a really, really iffy one though. But I don't know. We'll see what happens with it. So, we're going to go from that off to Furi. So I haven't actually played much of Furi yet, even though I've had it for a while, and I've had the sound OST running in my car for the last couple months. So for those that, what the hell, oh, there we go, it's loading in really slowly. Library, so Furi. So this is kind of like a bullet hell game. I'll need to put it in window mode. Kind of, sort of. It's not exactly, but it is exactly. I don't know. It's like It's a minimalistic bullet game. There isn't bullets all over the place, but it's still that kind of gameplay. I'm gonna try it on the keyboard. See how I do with it.
The jailer is the key. Kill him, and you'll be free.
All right, let's go to options. Display. On HUD, timer, advanced, full screen. I'll turn it down actually first to 1920 by 1080. Validate, I guess. Okay. This game has a really awesome soundtrack though. I'll start from the beginning so I can go through the tutorial. Max also mentioned though that the bombing run wasn't necessarily that difficult, but it's also basically the entire thing's supposed to be a tutorial to get you used to the battle system. He said that the Scorpion Sentinel fight though, it's not like some easy kind of thing. It's not like in the original where you just do a couple of bravers and a big shot and you're done. You really have to be on top of it, otherwise you can get screwed pretty quick. Okay, Furi.
Staying right here with you. Shake your head. Nod your head. It's time to go. See what they did to you? Pull yourself together. Get out of prison. Kill the jailer. Fight for your freedom. The jailer is the key. Kill him, and you'll be free.
So I picked up I went and I picked up Space Auto Walk. Interesting. Last Remnant, the remaster on Switch. It's only $20 on Nintendo Wii Store. It does look better, a lot better actually. Though the darks are a little bit too dark. Although part of that was that my TV was not set up correctly on the settings for the brightness and whatnot.
Every step you've taken from that cell, I'll make you regret. You listen to me, and you listen good. You'll never escape. I swear I'll put you right back in your cell. There's an easy way and a hard
Crap. I'm no good at bullet hell games. Crap.
I was hoping you'd try to get out, so I can hurt you real bad.
Okay, so you just don't wanna. So you don't want to use like a directional. You just want to use space to dodge. Last time I played this, I had like a massive freaking headache going, so I didn't get much past this fight. Couldn't focus.
Those shocks in the cell, they really hurt, don't they? Well, that was nothing. I'm gonna teach you some real pain.
So now it's gonna be more. That was weird. Crap. There we go.
Do you really think you can beat me? You gotta run back to your cell and beg me to lock you up again. Let's do this.
Can't figure out which buttons those are supposed to be. I think it's A and D, but.
Come back here. I will take you down. You're going back. See, even your fucked up breed can bleed. I'm gonna train you like a pig.
Crap. So you have to you have to block all those. Yeah, I can't even figure out what those are. I think, like I said, it's supposed to be A and D, I think, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to use them at the same time or.
Come back here. I will take you down. You're going back.
So those green ones, if you blow them up, you get some health stuff from it. Oh, crap. Oh, damn.
I know you can do it. You were so close. Don't let him lock you up again. I was hoping you'd try to get up, so I can hurt you real bad.
Alright, let's give this another try now. Oh, crap.
This has been fun.
Neon Swagger.
Time to get serious. Those shocks in the cell, they really hurt, don't they?
Didn't time that right. Or that.
No way. You're going back.
I suck at the physical timing kind of thing of this.
Just look at you. You're a joke. You ready to humiliate me?
Oh crap. Dashed a little too soon.
You're going back. No way.
Damn.
So stubborn.
Yeah, I was talking about the remake earlier, so. Probably should have changed it to Furi, but oh well.
You ready to humiliate me?
I don't know, maybe. I hit the damn timing right, damn it. Okay. Now if I can actually face you when I'm attacking you. Aha, there we go.
No way.
Not sure what that actually does. Besides give you the
You're gonna run back to your cell and beg me to lock you up again.
yeah, I don't think so. Yes, give me more health. Oh crap.
Let's do this.
Oh hell, more than 3. crap, that thing again.
No way. You're going back.
Oh, crap.
You're gonna take some putting back together when I'm done with you. Jump back here. I will take
Oh,
you down.
jeez. Some new attack patterns.
I'm gonna smash you to pieces. No regen from this.
Oh wow, those things follow you.
You're going back.
Crap, lost it.
I'm gonna smash you to pieces. No regen from this. There is no way you can defeat me.
Okay, this is new. I went too soon on that one. Oh hell, you can't blow those ones up.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Oh crap.
Eat this. So stubborn.
I've never gotten this far in this fight before.
There is no way you can defeat me.
Oh hell, you have to do this all. Damn it. This is one of those kind of things where you have to like not get hit at all in that last part, otherwise you have to redo the whole thing. I hate these kinds of battles. Luckily it isn't too hard to get around those blue ones. So you can blow them up. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, wow. Nice. Kill the jailer. Cool. That's like the first fight in the game. It takes like friggin' 8 minutes.
First time, right? Anyway, the good news, we're one step closer to freedom. The bad news, there's more out there waiting for us. But don't worry, I know them. I can help. Believe me, what's waiting at the end of all this is so worth the trouble. You and me, we're in the same boat now. Now let's get the hell out of here.
Alright, Rabbit Sensei.
Way down there lies a free world. A world of peace and light, where you're free as the wind. And you know what? We're going to get there. The most beautiful world of them all. I'll tell you what I know on the way. But don't expect all the answers. It's all about what a man does. That, my friend, is a prison. A prison within a prison. A very clever trick. You and the prisoner have a lot in common. She turned up one day, destroyed everything in her wake, and then bam! She got caged. They had to build all these layers so she couldn't get out. And you couldn't hear her screaming.
One of the annoying things is that whenever the perspective of the camera changes, the controls change too. So, like, right now I'm using down and left to kind of go, A and S to go down this way. If the camera switches around and I'm looking at the opposite direction, it'll change to probably W and A. But if you hold it down, it's fine. If you let go, it'll go the other direction. So like it's just really strange. I was gonna just do the auto walk, but.
She tried to tear through those walls so many times, but they just kept rolling back around her. It drove her completely insane. Enraged, she would hunt anything and rip it to pieces. Now that's some jingle. But you and me, we know that being locked up fucks you up inside. We know that so well, don't we? That's why we did what we did. That's why we're getting out. That's why our story doesn't end like hers.
Oh hell, you can fall in there and you. Oh damn! So you only have this outer ring to work with. Oh crap. I had never fought this one before. Crap. Keep on misjudging the timing on the. So can you? I wonder if you can't dodge over it. I'm totally getting torn up. Oh crap. Oh yeah, it jumped off the side. Yeah, I think you can't dodge over it. You have to dodge away from it. That's the problem. I've been trying to dodge over it, and you can't. Oh, jeez. Oh, crap. They follow you. Ah, over the edge again. It's kind of nice. He just like hangs off on the edge there. So if I ever go over there, it's just like instantly gonna go over. Oh crap! For melee now. Oh, damn. Oh, hell, now she's going friggin' melee. Oh. Oh, hell. That was gonna break up. I see, it's another one of those triple attack patterns. Oh hell, it came back around, damn it. Crap. Up. That's how we get rid of it. Just dash right into the damn thing. Crap. Timing is off on this. Timing is a lot different than the jailer. There we go. So those things actually absorb it. So if we can get behind one of them, that's good. Crap. This map is kind of annoying. It's all these like friggin' walls all over the place. I guess those absorb it too. Crap. Oh, wow. Oh, wrong button. I think that one's pretty hard to dodge. Ah, crap. That's that.
You can't stop
Owned.
now. We're on the road to freedom. We'll beat her.
Alright, let's switch over to
We know that being locked up
KSP.
up inside
So what we're gonna do with KSP tonight is we're just gonna do a start a sandbox game. That we don't have to worry about any of the well, shouldn't say that. I have to uninstall all the mods first. Well, let me check CCAN. I haven't run that in a while, so maybe they're already updated. Fat chance, but maybe. Maybe. There's maybe. Nope. It's not going to show up there. Let's see. Where are you, CCAN? Gaming tools, maybe? Maybe it's out here. CCAN. Oh, there it is. CCAN. There's a new version even. Wow. No, the hell? What happened, CCAN? Why did you crash? KSP isn't updated since. Please make sure the settings are correct. 1.7. Accept. Okay. Let's see. It's loading up the mod list now, I think. So there's only a few that have been updated. So let me see. I'm going to export installed mods. Because I'm just going to go ahead and uninstall everything. I need to give it a name first. Okay. Uncheck everything. Alright, we'll do an apply. Apply. I haven't played vanilla KSP in a while, so this should be interesting. Yeah, if you're interested in any of the stuff Max had to say about that closed doors demo he saw, you can go. He has a. He live streamed it, so it's on his Twitch channel. Let's see. This is his Twitch channel there, Maximilian Dude. It is temporarily unavailable. Yes, you can go check out that video there. So what was up with that? While we're waiting for this to... Okay, there it is, yeah. So it's this one here. This one, FF7 Remake, Incredible Day. This one from 613. The first, like, hour and a half is him just talking about the closed doors demo. Yeah, he's also got some other stuff on there, too, from E3 and whatnot, so... Go check it out if you're interested in what he had to say about it. I think the last time I played Kerbal Unmodded, KSP Unmodded, was like... I'm gonna say like literally before version 1 came out. Like 0.6, I think. 0.6, I think was the last time I played it unmodded. Ever since then I played it with mods, so this is gonna be a real interesting adventure here. On the bright side, the game should load up freaking faster. Jeez, don't have the thousands of files to load in, so it's empty. An empty mod list. It's a lonely mod list. Oh well. So KSP. I just want to get in here and without any mods or anything, just get in here and see if I can get something to the moon and see what it's like trying to land now with all this crap that supposedly they put onto it. I mean, it's cool and all, it's just I'm just wondering how it's going to impact that. So now you got stuff you can get caught up on, potentially. Private Division. That's new. So did Squad team up with some other developer to work on this? Crap, I just figured out it was what the name of this Diamond Division, I think. No, it was something else. Private Division, I think. So what is this Private Division thing? Oh, it's a publisher. Interesting. So they signed on to a publisher. Or signed on with a publisher, not on with, whatever. You know what I mean. So it's indie, small and medium-sized indie games. That's what they do. Interesting. Take-Two Interactive. So it's a Take-Two Interactive sub-publisher, I guess. Interesting. So stream sandbox. No mods. So sandbox basically unlocks everything. You don't have to use any science or anything to unlock it. Just gives you all the parts to start with. So we'll be able to just put together like something that can go to the moon pretty easily here. Alright, so moon. We want to go to the moon, so we're going to need a command pod. Just over a bit. So we'll need a command pod, we'll need parachutes. That's right, there's not many, there's not many extra options. Now that we don't have any mods installed. Alright. Okay, so we'll want to put some heat spreader underneath this. Heat shield, whatever. Yeah, I don't have the size tweaker thing, so I can't scale anything up or down, which kind of sucks, but we should do 3 layers. And actually, we need to put a first. We actually need to put a decoupler there. So I can get rid of it when we need to. I'll put another one there. Not the right size. It's not that's what I want. Alright, now I want to put some fuel. Let's see. Alright, there's that. We need an engine. I'm gonna use the Poodler or the Terrier, one of those two. If I can find it, jeez. Spark. Oh, there's Terrier. Okay, actually that's really small. Maybe it's not called the Poodler, it's something else. I mean, I could put whatever on here and just scale it down, but that's even smaller. I guess, well, it's, you know, I think I think we have the wrong bits here. I can pick up the wrong command pod. It's too big. And we could do it with that one, it's just had to be a much larger ship. I don't want to build something too gigantic right now. So, utility, parachute, side parachutes. Alright, that looks a bit better. So we need to go to... graphics are glitching out a bit. Jeez, a lot actually. Damn. I'm not surprised though. AMD is no longer making drivers for Windows 8.1, so whatever driver, I think I have like drivers from 2017 or something for my video cards. It's fracked up, but I'll be moving to a new system at the end of the year, so. Need to make sure. Actually, I have never flushed out my water cooling loop ever since I made this thing. It's just been running constantly for 5 years now. No, 4 years now. And I haven't flushed it once. Need to do that. What am I looking for? I'm looking for decouplers. That's right. Nope, too big. There we go, just right. Okay, need to. Oops. Those there. Another one of those on here. Now we can do the. So now I'm just going to get used to what they look like, and then they change the skins, the default skins. And you have to kind of go hunting and pecking for the right parts. That's too big. It was a TX800, I think. Actually, here it is. I think this is it. No, that's one I just had. That's the longer one. We want the shorter one. Yeah, there we go. We'll also need to do need to do those around there, so. Okay, engines. Definitely can go with the Terriers now. We'll need some radial decouplers. You really don't get many parts, really. It's kind of interesting in the vanilla version of the game. Well, since we're doing no mods, we'll need to make sure we strut this thing with an inch of its life. That's not going to quite work. There we go. Alright, so we got those now. We need to do the landing gear. That all looks about right. Okay. So I'm going to do start retracted. Okay, now we need another decoupler. Then we need a Rocco Max adapter. Oh, before I forget, let me pull this off real quick. We need to do a command and control. Alright, now underneath this we need to do the 64K, or 6400 tank. Or Jumbo 64, I guess. Let me raise this up a little bit more. Okay, more radials. I'll do these larger ones this time. Now I wonder what it would sound like playing that Sid theme while we're flying up into space. That might be kind of epic. I'll try that. Yeah, definitely not that one. Oh crap, too big. Way too big. Just right. Okay, now I feel like frigging overkill, but we'll see how they work. Spaceplane wings on a rocket. Looks kind of cool though. Let's see. We need to do the mainsails on these. Mainsails, wrong one. Here we go. Okay, now we need to do strutting. Okay, that should do for that. Now we need to do fuel lines. So okay, asparagus staging complete. Well, one stage asparagus staging, but that's fine. So that's pretty much all of that. Now we need to do some. We need to have some arms on these, or land, whatever these are. Launch stability stability enhancers, because the wings are going to cause a problem if we let it sit on the ground. It will blow up on the ground. The wings like that. Okay, I think we got something that should fly. Let's save it. Let's look at the staging real quick here. So that's fine. These need to go at the same time though. Drop these down here, this down here. You know, we're missing the middle stage, aren't we? That gets us up into the atmosphere. We need one stage to help get to the moon. Need one more stage. With the longer, yeah, with this. Alright, there we go. So now, let's have a look. Oh, the engine's moved around. Crap. Alright, so there's that one. Where's the middle? How's the bottom one at? Oh, there you are. Okay, so these go. Those will fall off, so these will go. Then the engine, and the fuel will be gone from that, so then this will go. Then this engine will kick on, then it will go as well. I'm going to disable staging because we're not going to want to stage those. Okay. So then that will release. This will go, and these will go. Then those will release. Then the heat shield will release, and then we'll have the capsule coming down. Perfect. Okay. Now science doesn't really matter, I guess. So I won't bother with it. All right, let's go ahead and save that. Also, actually, actions. Let's get these bound to the number 1 key. All right. So let's see how this works out. So I'm going to actually go in here to the settings. I'm going to mute the audio. Mute the music. Accept. And we're going to come over here. Okay, this should be interesting. I didn't bring any power with me. Batteries. Oh well. I'm amazed that sounded as good as it did. Wow. Kind of give me some chills there. It's one of the better scenes that I think in the original game. It's when they're going up in the rocket from Rocket Down with Sid, and that's playing in the background. It's just like so kick-ass. Alright, let's see what we can do about getting this thing in a stable orbit. I kind of let the apoapsis node go way the hell too far out there. Okay, so the moon is over here, so we're probably going to want to intercept it like around here. So I'll go and set up a target there. Oh, that's actually way off, isn't it? It's because of how far out the apoapsis node is. There we go. I don't want to be on that side of it though. Crap. Ugh. I don't got much of a choice though. Alright, we'll do it. I can't imagine what they're going to do with Sid's dialogue. There's going to be cussing left and right. In the original game, I mean, he throws out the 4-letter words like they're, you know, candy. Obviously, they're censored, and actually, there are probably a few words that Square created just to make him sound like he was swearing. There's some that are like 7-letter swear words that don't make any sense. But no, that scene, that whole section we're going up into space is going to be so epic in the remake. It'll happen probably in part 2, though. Well, not probably, it will be in part 2, probably. I'm hoping they only do 2 parts. I'm hoping that the PS5 has some sort of technology in it that lets them do the rest of the game on another 2 discs. But I mean, if they want to go 3 parts with each of them having 2 discs, I'd be fine with that too. I don't see Blu-rays getting any more. I mean, they do have 3-layer. They have triple-layer blue discs that store 75. I would say 75. They have to be 75 gigs because 1 layer is 25. A double layer. No, wait. 1 layer is 50. No. 1 layer is 20, yeah, so 2 discs would be, so 2 discs is 100, that's 50 per, so it would be 75 for a 3-layer, I think. Unless it has some extra stuff built into it to have a little bit more space, but I don't know what they're really used for. I don't think they're used for games. I think they're used for super high-quality movies or something. Maybe we'll see those pop up in the next gen. So I don't think we're going to get any new kind of storage medium like there was from PS2 to PS3, the Blu-ray stuff. I don't think we'll see anything anything new in that regard. What'll be new is the fact we'll have SSDs in the next gen of consoles, so loading will be a lot faster if there is any loading at all. Actually, there is still loading. That's one other thing Max mentioned. There are load screens in the remake, but they're hidden behind cutscenes, so you never know that you're in a load screen. And everything is basically done in camera, as far as what he said. In engine, I mean, there's no, as far as you can tell, there's no CG at all. All the cutscenes, all the stuff is done with the just inside of the engine, which I think is insane, given how high quality some of that stuff was in the trailers. Alright, so coming up on the node. Let's see if I can just jump into a sandbox game and get on the moon or not. With no additional mods. So we'll burn it 10 seconds here. Okay. I think we're still in the main sail, which is good. So I'll need a lot of energy to fix this stupid orbit we're getting into. Pretty good. Alright, so let's go and warp there and figure out what the hell we're gonna do. It's just, we've gotta do so much burning. So we basically have to like reverse our orbit almost. Kind of, sort of. So I'm gonna spin retrograde. And let's see what we can get happening here. Alright, so we are 11.4 million kilometers over the moon. Or 11,400 kilometers, rather. It's 11.4 million meters. Okay, that's going to get a little bit too low, so we're going to just warp over to the periapsis and burn on that, so we don't bring it in too far. Okay. What's this? Oh, signal strength. Harvester massive. Alright, this should be close enough to the node to do this appropriately. I'm not even going to bother auto-saving. I'm just going to, whatever happens is going to happen. Actually, you know what? I want to push it back out a bit. This is too low. When we start burning it over in here, it'll pull it into the dark area, and we don't want to do that. I want the periapsis node to be over here somewhere. So when we pull it in, it's going to go right across this area here. You never want to land on the dark side of the moon. So I'm going to warp over to here real quick, then we're going to spin retro and burn it. And that should... Well, actually we should burn prograde, because that will push the periapsis away from us, I think. This is the one thing I can never remember if it pushes it away if we go pro or retro. I think retro brings it closer, I'm pretty sure. When you're on this side, when you're going on the incoming side of it, it'll bring it towards you instead of pushing it away. Or I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Ah, crap, we're out of electrical charge. I was worried about that. So we're going to be doing this manually. Awesome. Okay. Oh, great. We are out of fuel on that stage. Very good. Oh, cool. We got some electrical charge back. Ah, burning. Okay, so burning the engine. That's good to know. So I just want to come in right down to here, and we'll just do it. We'll deal with whatever happens. I should be able to slow down though, because we don't have that much weight. We got all these engines on here, so I got tons of fuel to burn on this stage, so we'll see what happens. Looks pretty good though. It's looking pretty good. Our speed's dropping pretty good. We're still pretty far out. I don't have a readout on our horizontal movement speed. As far as I can tell. Was I? Yeah, I'd swung around to... Crap. I went too much. Slowed down too much. Just trying to figure out if we could see the horizontal speed. That's not available though. So actually we can get rid of this stage. Now we just gotta wait. Oh, hell. I hit the wrong button. Well, we're gonna get to see the surface of the moon, so we'll see if it's got stuff all over it or if it's... Before we crash into it, we'll be able to see if there's anything that's going to be like any kind of impediment to landing. I don't really see anything yet, but we're too far up. The other thing is it'll probably be just like the rest of the stuff that's already here, and it'll just be you'll be able to clip through it or something. Yeah, we're just gonna like kamikaze into the moon right here. Yeah, no, this stuff shouldn't be a problem. It's just like your normal, usual stuff. That should be fine. And that's how you crash land on the moon. And you kill Jebediah. Don't try this at home. So I think what we'll do now is I just wanted to check to see what the moon looked like. It doesn't look like there's been much that's changed. You might be able to like mine these or something maybe, or there might be something else somewhere like kind of hidden somewhere. It might not be across the entire surface of the moon though. And these graphics glitches are just insane. What the hell? So they want to have menus open. Oh, never mind. I take that back. It's happening now too. Weird. Alright, so let's see. What to do. Trying to figure out some game here to play. Will be the surprise game of the stream. Alright. We could do tech support error unknown, or they are billions or void bastards. We could do Risk of Rain 2. We could do PC building simulator, but I'd rather do something we haven't done yet. Or something a little more interesting at least. Circle Empires is interesting. It's not the be-all end-all though. It's kind of simple, really. I guess I can show it to you real quick. I'm thinking of something else we can do. So it's basically like a sort of like a civilization builder / conqueror kind of thing. You have control of resources. Use those resources to buy units. Use the units to take over other circles, and then use the resources you get there to build buildings and do all other kinds of stuff. Buy more different units, build defenses. It's one of those kind of typical games. The only difference, though, is that the heroes you can choose have different abilities, and they have drastically different impact on the impacts on the gameplay. Like, there's one that I think that I unlocked the last time I played. I believe improves your economic efficiency or something like that. The one I played as when I did this the first time was I played this originally was a barbarian character that got like a free set of units or something, or they costed less. I'm not sure which one it was. Yeah, there's a bunch of unlocked characters you can unlock by playing through the game multiple times.
Mountain
I'll display.
Ancient mystical land, famous for its wide mountaintops, dangerous monsters, and unimaginable treasures.
Alright, as you complete games, you also add your own treasuries. So, like, for example... No, where's my save game? Oh, never mind, that's right. So, as you win, you get more treasure in your treasury. I've only played this once. So, I played as this guy before. Barg the Barbarian. So, you get... each circle claim gets up 3 axe throwers. And this is the guy that these are the 2 that I unlocked. So... Epheus, the economist. So you start with 400 food, 4 workers, and 1 bank. And for each claim circle, you get 2 to your gold pile. Or Barander the builder, who gets 1 wood wall for each circle claimed. Oh, never mind. I did Harold the Hardy. That's who I did. No, it was this guy. Not this one. It was this guy, Barg the Barbarian. You also got some DLC guys down here. Let's go and choose Harold Hardy. So you start with minimal resources and a single worker. There's also different game modes. So you have Monster Hunt, where you have to find a monster and defeat it to win. You don't have to take over all the other circles. You have Full Conquest, which is taking over all the other circles. Then you have Imperial Conflict, which are competing against AIs that will try and conquer the world. So let's try it against Imperial Conflict. That's some more interesting mode, I think. I'll keep it on normal. We'll do extra large. It's 49 circles, 3 opponents. So this is our circle here. These are the some of the other. So you have a hostile empire over here. Then you also have random stuff like bandits and monsters. So we've got one worker. So I'll put that in so we can gather our resources. So we need 150 food to make another worker. You can build these for, I think, 800 wood. Yeah. And they can be destroyed. You just have that. You can attack them to destroy them. The gates will open and close automatically for your troops. My Empire strength is 20. Actually, it's probably a bit more because we have this too. Oh, I guess buildings give you strength as well, don't they? Okay, so I probably got like 30 or 40 strength then. Let's get another worker. Then we can get a bunch more. Okay. Let's do a bunch more then. So 200 wood. Let me get a few of them working on these trees. So then we get some wood in so I can do some pumpkin patches. Some archers would be nice. So they have a healer. They have a couple hammermen. I don't see any archers though. They don't have any gold though, so where'd they get the gold from? Weird. Unless they just spawned with it, I guess. So axe throwers, if these guys are in range of axe throwers and these guys, they'll shoot them over the wall. Or attack them over the wall, I guess. Is a better way to put it. I think we have enough now. Let's go try and take out these guys. Take their healer out first. So let's take out all the enemy troops. You get it automatically. Monsters down there. Got bandits down there. So let's get some workers over here. Healing mushroom. Oh, okay, I see. So when you destroy it, it heals everybody that's in range of it. Interesting. That's where it says monsters, but it's not monsters. It's humans. Weird. That is kind of strange. Alright, put a wall there. Look at a knight. Horse archer, rather. Oh hell, these guys are attacking me. It's one of the annoying things. If they still have troops around when you're captured a tile, they turn into your guy. Their color changes to your color. So it's really hard to tell if they're who's what. It's kind of an annoyance of this game. I just realized this is not in window mode. I guess I don't know what's going on with that. Well, let me change the resolution. So let's do it on full screen. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. Interesting, the invaders took over that tile. That ain't good. Some gold down there. Maximum sized haunted pumpkin. So I've got all kinds of food to spend right now, so I'm just gonna beef up my forces. These guys are putting my guys to sleep. Damn, the invaders rolled over my friggin' wall. Oh, who's this guy? Training dummy. So you can actually train your troops on those. Got a golem worker. Okay. What's that? Camp. Interesting. Pumpkin crafter. These invaders are all over the place, jeez. They have a lot of territory. So my guys took over this one too. Interesting. Oh, they took over my square down there. once you kind of get going, it's kind of hard to stop you, really. Of course, this is only the medium difficulty, really. Hey, I forgot my dragons, damn. I've gotten probably half the map so far, I'm estimating. Military career. Now, I think the invaders were the largest group, and I pretty much just wiped them out. Vampiric tendencies. Interesting. Vampire can't be healed. Oh geez, what the heck are these? Namtar worker. Oh, these guys rebelled. Interesting. Oh, we got a bunch of vampires there, jeez. This cultist group is kind of starting to gain a little bit of ground. Golden Dragon. He must become that when he levels up far enough. What the hell is this? Legendary Swordsman. Oh man, these cultists are like digging into my stuff here. Jeez. I have new recipes. Had to be literally, had to be a Final Fantasy 15 thing. Editing this thing. Right, time to take back our territory here. It's only, I think, 2 more. Well, 1 more now. This one up here that we have to conquer. Which we shall do. All of our 25,000 attack power against their 91. I wonder who's gonna win. I think the words massacre apply here. Whole bunch of stuff unlocking their achievements here. So, stuff created, kills, time 34 minutes. Map is filled with stronger enemies and all hostile factions. AI personality extreme. Didn't unlock anybody though. So that's Circle Empires. It's an interesting little game. Now, what do we want to move on to here? Red shirt. I haven't played that in a while. It's a kind of a Facebook social media sort of game set on a space station. Tooth and Tail, haven't played that in a while either. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. That sounds like an interesting idea. I haven't played this in quite a long time. So windowed, 1920 by 1080. This is a very interesting game. I'll start a new game. A little bit loud. Well, not so much loud as high pitched. Yeah. So this is a game about growing organs. So this will start filling up and the color will become brighter. That's how you can kind of tell when things are empty or dry or whatever. That's when they become totally black, that means they're dry. Or empty or what have you. So now that we have this fully watered, fruits will start growing on it. Once they start sparkling, you can harvest them. So now we need 3 kidneys. And we have all these other tasks as well that come up. So as you gain experience, as you harvest fruits, you'll grow. Trees will grow in level, and that just gives you access to more fruits and different stages of fruits as well. I have to get one more. Okay. One more level. I think there are a total of 5 or 6 trees that you can have 5 different types of organs. So there's heart, liver, colon, kidney, and I would say lung too, but I'm not entirely sure. Save it in slot 3. So you kind of get the idea of this. Eventually what happens is that you end up, they go back to the, okay, it doesn't go to the menu, it goes to, just exits the game. I'm gonna load up one of my other saves so you can kind of see what it looks like at the very end. So you see all this stuff in here. That goes to Twitter, I think. I wanted to think there was a faster way to do this, but maybe not. $500 organs of any type and quality. Handmade, deliver 1 heart. Meat. I don't remember how to do any of this. Such a long time since I've played. Oh, that's right. That's what you use. You use that ball thing to fill it up all the way. History's maxed out, isn't it? They all are. Slaughtered organs and mincemeat. $15 some mincemeat and 5 hearts. Alright. Oh right, mincemeat. It's by using harvesting organs that are not ripe yet. Now I remember. Because I haven't leveled up all the creatures yet. I haven't met all the lizards either. So I got a little bit to do then. Okay. So these ones are basically eternal, meaning that you make kidneys and other organs, and then you deliver all of them at once, and you get money for them. So we need 200 average kidneys, hearts, so 200 of everything average. It's not that big a deal when you get the trees up to 100. Makes it a lot easier. I forget what the butterflies do. These guys improve growing time, I believe. These guys improve the time it takes for water to, or decrease time it takes for water to fill. The frogs work on these. Oh, no, that's the lizards actually. Never mind. I forget what the frogs do. Oh no, the frogs are the water, that's what it is. How many hearts do we have? 50. Oh, we got so many to go. Holy crap. Yeah, late game it's all just, it's pretty simple late game. And the mid game is where this game is a little more difficult. Because you have to manage the trees, all the trees against limited water supply. But once you get like all the creatures and whatnot, it gets real easy, especially with a level 100 pail with all these frogs on it. It fills pretty quick. we'll do one more game. Make a little bit more substantial one this time. Let's see. Talus, Singularity. No, why not? Let's do some Bayonetta. Sounds like an idea.
Sega.
I need to put it in a window mode real quick. Alright. I actually never got this when it came out originally, so I'm playing this through the first time. I've known about it, it's just never got a chance to actually sit down and play it before. It's a pretty interesting game. Pretty weird game, but then again, it is a JRPG from Japan, so you kind of have to accept that there's going to be some really crazy crap in it. Okay, back. Yes, I want to change. There we go. Let's move you over here. And is the stream going to come back, or I'm gonna have to flip over the sources, aren't I? Yeah, it killed OBS. All right. Oh wait, what the hell? That was on a timer. I noticed it was like on a timer, kind of. Now I gotta do this again. Damn it. Okay, back. Yes. Yes. No, what the hell? Why did you go back again, damn it? Okay, this is annoying. So, windowed. Okay, there we go, jeez. Now I need to, need to do OBS. Oh my god. Oh wow. Not only did it actually... Oh, there it goes. Jeez, there we go. Thought for a second I actually killed the entire scene, but nope, it came up now. It was still black after I flipped it over to the one of the other ones. There was one time where it actually did do that and I had to recreate the display channel. It's annoying as hell. Alright, play, load game. See if I can remember the controls. Angels, Metropolis.
So, I asked around, and some whale in Europe is trying to fence a huge rock on the black market. He calls it the right eye, saying it's part of some set called the Eyes of the World. Fits the bill of what you're after, don't it? Now, here's the funny bit. The stone passes around the halls of power for hundreds of years, vanishes, and then the black market goes white hot for the thing. But the seller wanted an arm and a leg for it, to the point no one could stomach the price. So back goes the stone. But not before everyone figures out where the guy is. You're gonna enjoy doing this one, I bet. I love sticking it to the rich. Of course, when you do, don't forget your old buddy Enzo stuck his neck out on this one. Slide me a few fuzzoles out of the rich guy's pocket for my troubles, right? Anyways, you better get going
So, this is supposed to be paradise?
Okay. Let's see, mouse sensitivity, keyboard, mouse. Still a little bit off. Crap. Alright, better. Cured by crystallization. Useless by itself. And banked gecko. Or baked gecko. Cured within a crystallized block. Useless by itself. So we can't break that. Nothing back here. Shadow's interesting. The camera changed, and so two did the controls. That sucks. Hate it when that happens. State of alert. Giant sun key, huh? Camera's a little bit janky. I think I'm using a... Oh, crap. Voyage to Truth. Huh. Interesting. Getting. Interesting, there's actually quite a bit of text here. Tanya Redgrave. Definitely probably a lot easier to play with a controller. And the Sage number which. Let's try this again. Interesting. Oh, we can break this. Purple butterfly. Okay. Unicorn horn. Another component for making stuff, I guess.
This town's teeming with heaven's little helpers. It's making my buddies downstairs awfully nervous.
And your point is?
Some places in this world are closer to Paradiso or Inferno. The rat hole of a town you and I live in is close to both. But the Vigridians, they got a special air about them. They're closer to Paradiso than anyone should ever be. And that shit just plain creeps me out. I guess I'm gonna have to set up shop here and score me some halos. These stupid rings are worth a fortune back home. Since it seems you're spoiling for a fight, if you come across any of these, bring them to me, and I'll hook you up.
Another one looking to line his pockets. I'm beginning to see why Enzo is so fond of you.
Real cute. But let's get one thing straight. Your fights are yours alone. I'm only here to watch my handiwork in action. So don't get any bright ideas about coming to me for help.
No, you get one thing straight. I'm not the slightest bit interested in the fact that you made these guns. If you get in my way, I will... How do the Americans put it? Oh yes, bust a cap in your ass.
Right on, baby. Right on.
Bust a cap in your ass. What the hell? I forget. I think she's meant to be British. I think. Bayonetta is. I can't exactly remember. Crystal Witch and the Sage. Arcade bullet. Interesting. So there's arcade games somewhere. Oh, another one of these. What is that? Oh, okay, cool. So it's like a piece of heart from Zelda, sort of that kind of mechanic. If we get enough of them, we'll be able to get more health. That's an invisible wall there. was gonna say, I expect there to be some kind of fight here. Wide open area. Third sphere, applaud. Ah, okay, here comes the boss, apparently. Second sphere, beloved. What the frick? Choice marches and militaries. Interesting. Feel like I did a bit better on that fight, but I shall take it. There's a heart piece up there. So how many do you need to get to fill that up? Or to get another bit of health? Doesn't really say. Oh, that thing got destroyed. Or maybe it has like a timed kind of thing on it. Those weapons you can pick up.
What are you doing? Let's go.
Whoa, what the frack is that thing? I don't grab on long enough to hit him. And I'm dead. Damn. Take too much damage.
What are you doing? Let's go. Oh, hell. That went up a bit higher than last time.
Interesting.
LMPGames² LP. Got your hands on something awfully rare, haven't you? That thing is the perfect bait to coax out some of hell's ugliest. One note hits their ears, and a damn who's who of Inferno comes pouring out of the inner circles. Then I can use them to breathe life into what I make best. Weapons of mass destruction. Tell you what, you give me that record and I'll order up something so fiendish, angels will cry at the sight of it. I'll just have to pop down to the tropics for a bit, so take a load off. All done. He's a little rude, but he makes up for it with charm. Be nice to him, okay?
Onyx roses. Symbol aggressive and hostile that is in the shop. Oh wow, I didn't even have enough for that. Jeez, 100,000. Definitely not enough for that. Items. Oh, heart piece, nice. Or is this like a full one actually? I don't have enough for it anyway. Crap. What about techniques? I could get air dodge, I suppose, or stiletto. I'm gonna save up some money though, some halos. Oh crap. Oh hell, I hit E. Down. Forgetting quick time events. Maybe I can dodge the arm this time. Ah, I kind of did. Stone Award. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, okay. So that's what those bullets are for. Use them to play this game, and you can get stuff for various points. I wonder what that is.
You really want to make a deal with the devil? Relax. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay. Takes it back down to here. Gotcha. Duh. Of course. Well, I believe this will probably be a good place to end the stream at for tonight. I may do a stream tomorrow. If I do, we're going to be working on Legend of MLR a bit. I'll go through how to upgrade an RPG Maker game from one version to another, and we'll do some work on that. If not, then I probably won't do a stream tomorrow. So it'll be at the usual time if I do, though. So that's how you'll know if we're going to do it or not. I might tweet if we're going to do it or not, too. So if you want to check the Twitter around 3:30, I'll probably say if we're going to do it or not. But thanks for tuning in. If you watched it live on Twitch or YouTube, if you have any comments or questions, leave them below. And if you're watching on YouTube, appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time.